What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a new episode of the Gas Station Podcast, the podcast where you get filled the fuck up. I am your host, Kayczar, and I'm joined here today, back with the crew with two of my boys. We got Nobu, aka Amirul, in the building. Nobu, say what's up, bro.
Yo, what's up, everyone?
And back again after his hiatus last week. Busy boy is back. Kafka Purp, aka Sashi, is back. How you been, Sashi? What's up, man?
Good, guys. I'm glad to be back.
Yes, sir. All right. Episode 9 of the Gas Station Podcast. Once again, before we start, as usual, if you think we're smart, we're smart. If you think we're dumb, we're dumb. Now, before we begin, as usual, how was you guys' week? Anything significant happen? What's up with y'all?
Today is just this week is work jala for me. It's quite busy with work, I guess. Nothing much happened. Okay. Apex Legend Season 8 finally came out, so
Yes, sir.
it's fucking dope.
I know you were very excited about that.
I'm very excited about it. I'm already started my ranking climb. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, dope. Sashi, we haven't seen you in 2 weeks, so
Yeah,
what's up with you, man?
I've been staying up late doing work.
You have clients in. You were saying something about London
Yeah.
just now.
Yeah, my clients are from London, so when they wake up, I need to wake up. So I mean,
Damn, why?
I mean, their morning is our night lah. So I have to stay and
But can't you wait
work.
until morning to do their stuff?
Yeah lah, but they use this keyword urgent. So when they use the keyword, the company is like, oh fuck, you need to finish this right now. And all that. So I got no choice. I can't negotiate also sometimes. So yeah, also like didn't we have like a announcement from the PM today?
I watched
we
it.
did.
I watched the
We did.
first 5 minutes.
We'll get to
and
that
then
in a little while.
Yeah,
I don't
alright,
watch it.
so-
This week
Yeah.
for me has been not much. I mean, y'all can clearly see I made a very bad decision this week.
What did you
decided to
do?
shave. I decided impulsively at like 1:30 in the morning. I decided I'm gonna shave my entire beard off, and now I look like a combination between an uncle and like a fat 10-year-old kid. So
I mean, I see another correlation between an uncle and
Nah,
a fat 10-year-old, but
no, come on. We're not doing that. We're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that.
it's a joke. It's a joke.
Shut the fuck up.
Everybody, it's a joke.
Nah. We're not doing that.
No,
But
no,
yeah,
no,
I did that. That was the most significant thing that happened to me this week. Other than that, it's just been work. All right, so let's get into it. Let's not waste much time. Last week we had a conversation about Sashi when I here we were talking about the YouTuber who made that video,
Mr.
Where-
Howren.
Mr. Howren, who did a video where he has a girl that is in brownface in the music
Yeah, I
video.
watched the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had a quite long conversation about that last week. Since then, of course, he's apologized and all that kind of shit. But
Yeah.
I think Middle has a little bit more insight because last week we were talking about like different cultures, like all the cultures. I feel Malay, Indian, Chinese, all of us have this like if you're dark, you're bad kind of shit, right? But
Yeah.
us being non-Chinese people, we don't really understand where it comes from for them. Like why is
Yeah.
it? So I think
Yeah.
Middle learned a little bit. Middle, can you expound your knowledge?
Okay, so I watched a documentary this week. So I think it was on History Channel. So
Right.
they were talking about how back then, I'm not talking about now, I guess. Back
Yeah.
then, the Chinese people used to see people who are much more tan, like fairer skin. Not fairer, like darker skin
Darker.
than they are. They are considered as someone who is socio-economically below them because these people are considered like working in the sun. That's why their skin are like slightly darker. So when you work in the
Ah.
sun, you are, you're working as a like what? Maybe
Coolie or something.
yeah, maybe something like that. So from the documentary I watched, it says that probably stems from there.
Okay.
Also kind of explains why the fascination with having a fair skin starts from, I believe.
So it's more of like a
Socioeconomic.
like where you are in society type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. It also like
Imagine a
leans
lifeguard, right?
about socioeconomic also lah.
Like unless you're a lifeguard.
Do we have
Yeah.
lifeguard back then? I don't even know.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I
If
think
you
that's a
lemas,
crazy.
you lemas, bro. You
Once you die,
sleep,
you
you
just die.
sleep with the
You
fish.
just die, bro. That's it, bro. That's it.
I don't think we have that.
Yeah, but I mean that's interesting though. I think that yeah, because after the episode also I also learned the same thing, and it's to do with money. Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
it's just to do with money. It's not to do with anything else. I think that we did briefly kind of mention it when we were talking about it last week, when we said like people sort of look at people with clear skin or fair skin as more upper class than people with darker skin. And
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's why that's where that stems from, lah. Also, um, just to give add a little bit about it when it comes to for Indians also. Actually, it's the same. Also, I learned because even like our so-called like caste system that was back in the day in India, right? It's really just based on profession. It's based on what
Questions.
based on what your family does. So if let's say my surname is Nair and my family did a certain kind of work, then we are placed in a certain sort of way. Like okay, like y'all are accountants, then y'all are a bit higher than everybody else. Or
Like
It's like
those who work in the temples, right? Like Sami and all, right? Like do the prayer and all that.
right,
They are higher because they are closer to God.
yes,
So their ranking is more higher. Brahmins and
Brahmins, yes,
yeah,
yes, yes.
it's
So I mean,
the Nia. Remember the game Happy Family?
yeah.
yeah,
One
yeah,
happy family at home, bitch. If you got, I
right,
think I
yeah.
post. I have the card game somewhere. I can remember. Remember last time? I think I posted on Instagram. Mr. Weeder, bro. You guys remember
Mr.
Mr. Weeder?
Weeder.
Let's go. He's lit.
Yeah.
Shout out Mr. Weeder.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's an old it's an old thing lah, because like even the caste system also, even though I'm sure in parts of India they are still in play, but generally it's mostly gone away already at this point. So it's just an old way of thinking where your profession defines who you are in society, which is. But do you guys think though that it's still like that?
What?
That
Subconsciously.
people look at your profession and people always ask what you do, right? Like, hey,
Yeah.
what do you work as? Like,
They're gauging how much respect they're gonna give to you.
Correct.
based on how much money they think you make,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, for all the things we say about like, people always bring up the caste system and all this kind of stuff. Oh, that shit's fucked up, blah blah blah. I feel like we still do that, and that's really fucked
Yeah.
up.
I think
Like,
at this point it's more of a subconscious thing, you know. It's like
yeah,
you are so used to it when you do it, you don't even perasan. And the people who are being done to it pun tak perasan juga. Like,
No,
I think.
it's
Go ahead.
hard because um, for them, right, what they're doing is correct, you know.
Right.
So it's not like they're doing it like macam I don't know lah, purposely or what, but it's like so part of their system. For them, it's like what I'm doing the right thing lah. So for them, it's like that, you know.
Yeah, but I'll be
Like
transparent. Go ahead.
yeah, you go Aja.
Now I'll be transparent here a little bit. I think that even I do that a little bit sometimes. I don't treat people who maybe work jobs that I know obviously earn less differently. I don't do that, but I do approach talking to someone that I know is much more successful than I am a little bit different.
Yeah,
yeah,
that is
it's
probably
more
like
toward
respect lah.
atas lah kan.
Atas, it's more upward. It's downward. No, I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck if you whatever.
it's
But
more
Correct,
toward
correct.
atas.
when I talk to somebody who, like, sometimes if I'm at a club or something and this dude is like in the VIP and has a bunch of bottles, blah blah blah, and he, sometimes you get invited to just drink randomly or whatever. Right? I talk completely differently because I'm like, okay, this dude is like somebody, so I
He
need to like,
ballin'.
chill. He's balling, so I talk a little bit differently, which is fucked up actually, if you
Wait,
think about it.
what is
Yeah,
club
because like
again?
for me, it's like okay lah. If there's someone more successful than me, and I respect him, I sometimes feel like the respect is coming from the fact that he expects that. Like,
Yeah,
yo, you are small, so you better give me respect. So I don't want to hurt him, you know. Like,
correct. I think yeah,
I,
you're
I
right.
don't
you're
I
right.
don't want to come off as too casual with him. Like, I would like to be casual, bro. I don't want to come off as disrespectful, but I want to come off as casual and chill.
Yeah.
But sometimes I have to overdo it because I don't want him to feel like I'm treating him to my level, even though he's higher than me.
Yeah, but I mean, technically he's not. He just makes more money than you. That's all.
Yeah, yeah. I just don't want to hurt that person's
Yeah,
feeling
yeah,
first.
yeah.
I want to know at which place that fella is. If he's like
Correct.
chill, then we can be chill. If he's like, yo, you have to give me respect, then I'll be like, okay, since I need to be with you, then I guess I have to give you respect. If I don't want to associate with you at all, then fuck off, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If the man, it's like the
If
first
you have
vibe
to like
cannot
associate
count.
as a no, if like the fella is your boss in your company, right?
Right. That's different, lah.
If he's like a chill boss, you can be like, yo, boss, let's go Friday drinking or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But if he's like strict as fuck, I guess you have to like control your distance, like, because you still have to work.
Correct.
Again, what?
Correct.
Still have to work.
Yeah, I need the job, dude.
Yeah, I need a job, what? So I have to like play along, like, I guess.
Yeah. I guess you're right. I'll give an example. I met one night at the
Tupac.
club. No, that was just now. He just left.
Okay.
But Tupac damn chill.
Tupac
Down
dan chill,
smooth.
bro.
Down smooth.
ABUs.
Yeah. Nah, I met Dato' Tony Fernandez.
Hey, let's go.
It was at the
Tony!
club. It was at the club. Tony. It was actually at the club. Like it was a club called Dragonfly, which is owned by a friend of mine, Goldfish. So we like showed up, and then
Wait. Your friend named Goldfish owns
Hey,
a club called Dragonfly.
yes sir.
Does he by chance
yo,
have a
that belongs
restaurant
in the movie,
named Mosquitoes?
Nah. There's a restaurant at the club. I can't remember exactly what the name is, but it's not Mosquito.
Koi fish.
Hey, no, fuck. Goldfish is like legend, bro.
I know. Yeah.
He signed to Hardwell, bro. So relax.
His choices lah funny. His choices of names are funny.
Nah, so we're like halfway through the night, he just
1 second,
out of nowhere tells my brother and I, hey yo, Tony is coming later tonight. And we like,
Yeah.
Tony, who the fuck Tony? Like Tony? Like which Tony? Tony Fernandez. We like, bro, fuck you lah. Tony Fernandez gonna come here. He said, okay, you wait lah. Later he come. You don't say anything. It's okay, fine. Then like we got super drunk, and then this dude is suddenly like, okay, Tony is here. Y'all wanna meet him? We like, hey, you serious? I said, yeah. He's at the VIP right at the back there. And we went, and this dude had, I think maybe he had bodyguards, but excluding the bodyguards, it was him, his wife, and like maybe 3 friends. There's only like 5 people. The table is huge as fuck. It's a VIP table. The table has a giant tub of champagne on it.
This is Singapore, lah, Chow.
No, Dragonfly is in KL, bro.
KL, okay.
It's in KL, yeah. This was recent. This was end of 2019. That's not that
nice.
recent, lah. But
But yeah, we get it. 2020
Yeah.
don't exist.
2020 don't exist, yeah. So he had like a giant tub of champagne. That tub you can buy at the club is like 50 bottles of champagne or some crazy shit like that for like 5 people. And yeah, so when me and my brother and Goldfish was going up to approach him, I remember like fixing my baju and shit, make sure like okay, like make sure I'm all good,
because
like, you know.
he's so accomplished, right?
He's so accomplished, but he was damn chill. He was like, "Hey boys, how y'all doing?" Blah blah blah. Like introduce us to his wife and shit like that. It was super chill, but I just felt like, okay, I gotta like stand up straight when I'm around him. Like I can't just be like, and I was gone, by the way, so I had to like focus even harder to like, okay, meeting. Then my brother said something damn stupid. I think I told Mirul before what my brother said to him. He took a picture. I took a picture of my brother, Tony, and Goldfish. And then after the picture, I went and shook hands with him. I was like, like basically saying that like it's really dope, like what you've accomplished, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, he was like, thanks. My brother shakes his hand, and granted, my brother also was gone, like. He said, "Sir, thank you so much for letting everyone fly."
That's so fucked up, bro.
Because Air Asia tagline is now everyone can fly, right? So he's like, now everyone. I'm like, oh shit, dude, why the fuck? Now he's never good. And he was just like, no problem, man. Like, I was like, fuck, let's go. You just fuck the whole thing up. Let's go.
Yo, you know what's the closest thing I got to Tony Fernandez.
Let's go.
Okay, you know MMU, right?
Yeah.
I'm aware of MMU.
Johor
I'm aware of
campus.
MMU.
I'm aware of MMU.
MMU Johor campus, right?
Yeah.
And then we had this one teacher in our first semester, this Indian guy, but he's mixed with Christian.
Okay.
This dark guy. What is his name? Fucking Raymond.
Oh, Mr. Raymond.
Raymond is the closest thing I have to Tony Fernandez.
Okay, yeah, he's super close. He's super
Yo,
close.
he's fucking identical, bro.
Yeah. And he has an accent when he talks and shit like that, right?
Fucking Raymond Miranda.
Fucking Raymond
Yeah.
Miranda.
Hey, what happened to him actually? Okay, never mind. We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that
Don't
later.
Don't bore the audience. Okay, cool. No, but yeah, I guess I tell the story just to be like, it happens lah. And it's not that I want to. It's just, when I meet people who are more successful than me, that's generally how I act. But I don't treat people who make less money than me any different than me. Just upwards. And I think that
that is why it's the problem. You expect the same from the people who are on top already.
correct. Like,
can you not treat me like as if I earn less than you?
yes, if I say I'm not treating people who earn less than me, and I don't earn that much, obviously, but like people who earn less than me, I don't treat them differently, then shouldn't those people? But I'm pretty sure a lot of them don't, but some of them, of course, do lah, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's fucked up lah, and it's a subconscious thing that, like I said, even me or you or whatever, we do that also.
No,
So-
I don't do that.
You different lah,
don't do
bro.
I don't
We
do
go
that.
to college or so.
I
you see
lepak.
new juniors coming in, we'll be like, yo, you better respect us.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Even though
Fuck
we like
no.
what? We damn like chill student.
We probably one of the
worst lah, one of the worst students.
We're
But we
not
still want them-
worse. We don't care about the campus. We go, we study, we come back.
Right.
Okay, yeah, that's that about like the
No, Amelia got
whole-
something to say.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
go
was
ahead.
just saying, like, okay, you guys said that you guys hope people on top would treat you guys who are like bawah less differently. Get me?
Yes.
You guys said that. I think that's the same ideology, not same ideology, same thought that people who are like you consider as below you economically feels. Like
yeah, for
even though you yourself, like, okay, I treat everybody below, not below lah, my level or below, it's like the same as how I lepak with anyone.
Right.
But to them, maybe they feel like, like these guys are acting some type of way. So wouldn't it be better just to like
Hate
never
everybody?
care? Never care about their economy.
I
Like
actually
that's
second
how I always do stuff. I don't care how much money you
No,
make.
yeah, I mean, yeah, of course.
I was in a fucking elevator with Mahade, bro. He
Hey.
was with his wife. I was in the hospital. I look at him. He got 2 police with him. I'm like, and then he look at me. I'm like, just do that. And then it's like,
What's up, bro?
I mean, it's in the elevator. It's that
fuck.
awkward elevator punya moment.
Dude, I'm pretty sure if you made a move too much, the police would have whacked you, bro.
No lah.
Like if you just reached out, if you just like suddenly just moved your hand right, the fool probably brought his gun, bro. Like, yo.
I was just
Back
like,
off.
"Sup?" I was like, "Sup, bro?" And they were like, I'm like, oh, okay.
Nah, I mean, I'm not saying
but I
that.
like the head nod lah. Like this
Yeah,
awkward head nod.
Yo,
It's classic lah.
it's like you saying, "I know who you are, bro," and he's like,
No,
"Thanks."
Yeah, I know.
The thing about elevators is there are maximum amount of words you can say. If you go beyond that amount of word, the whole place becomes super awkward.
Yeah.
And
I
I've done the math. The maximum word you can say in an elevator is 5 words. That's
Can
the
I
maximum.
Can I say something? I get super awkward with people who, like, even some of my friends, right? Like, if me and you, Mirul, are getting into the elevator at my house, and we're talking while we're getting to the elevator, right? Once we get to the elevator, I expect you to stop talking.
I expect you to stop talking too.
I don't want to continue the conversation
Yes.
with 3 other people
Yes, exactly.
in the damn elevator.
That's why I said there's 5 limit. Like,
Yeah.
like you ask, like, can you continuation or what we're talking about? Okay, so what
Yeah.
what you think? So what you think that's 4? And then
Yeah.
you will reply, okay, so that's 5. If you say anything
Malaysia.
more than 5, the
Nah,
whole place
dude.
jadi awkward because the
I-
other people are gonna start to tune in and listen to what you're saying.
Yeah, dude.
So you don't want them to hear.
Sometimes I get in the
Too
elevator
close
and,
for comfort.
and 3 people are in the elevator and they're just going off talking. I feel super weird. I'm like, you guys know I can hear literally everything you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I think it adds the whole claustrophobic shit, man. Elevators are fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no one
if the
time
elevator ride is
masuk
too long,
elevator.
right? I feel very claustrophobic. I feel like I need to get out now.
Have you been to Empire punya lift?
My lift, my house lift.
No, the one opposite your house, the one with the ice ring. The
Oh
Hello
yeah, I have.
Hello Sunday, you know,
Yeah.
those menyinggah place and
Yeah.
Right.
you know their lift is so fucked up. It's slow as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm claustrophobic as fuck. So when it's like super slow,
Bro,
I freak the
slow
fuck
elevators
out.
are the worst,
And there's
bro.
no aircon now, the elevator out. There's no
Yeah.
aircon. And then there's this one time I
Even
remember
worse.
I was going down. So I go inside, I press down, so I turun lah. Fucker went up.
Oh shit.
And went all the way up. I can't remember what floor because I was from the floor 17 and we go up all the
Yeah.
way. And if you know Empire City, all the one that's on top is not fully made yet. It's like fully built.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
still
Yeah.
batu. We can still see the concrete
Yeah.
and stuff. So the door opened. It was pitch dark. I just hold the door. I look out like motherfucker. So I straight
Dude,
close
I
the
wouldn't
door.
even look out.
I closed the door, and then
Ooh,
I'm like,
scary though.
I pressed down, and fucker didn't do anything. It just stood there for like I think for like 2 minutes, and then everything goes dark, like shutdowns ah. So I'm like, okay, do not
Bro.
panic, bro. Do not panic. So what I did was like I pressed the door open like multiple times, and then it did not open. Suddenly, boom, lights came up,
Fuck
and then
me.
I can tekan bawah. Then I went down, and that's the story how I went to that building for the last time. Never will I go to that building anymore.
Next time we take the stairs, bro.
I'm
Yeah,
taking the
yeah.
stairs. 17th floor. Fuck that, bro.
Work out.
I'm glad I go there only because my boy DJ Zeke lives there and he lives on the 3rd floor, so it's okay.
Okay,
It's
nice.
nearby. It's not that
Also,
far,
if
you know?
if third floor stairs are so much more logical.
So much easier, I can do
Yeah.
the 3rd floor, no problem.
Bro, I went
Nah,
all
but-
the way up. Gelap babi.
We ain't going 17 floors up.
Nah, that was one time I was in the lift coming upstairs and in the lift with me were like 3 Chinese guys and they were talking in English about a friend of theirs, I guess. And they were like, the fella, I think he gay, bro. But he don't want to tell us. And then I was like, okay, that's fine. And then the other guy was like, hey, of course, he don't want to tell us. He know if he tell us he gay, we never gonna talk to him anymore, bro. That's fucked up shit, bro, and all this kind of shit. I'm like, I'm standing there and I'm like, should I say anything? I just keep quiet.
Should I say, yo, I'm gay and I'm offended. I want to right now.
No,
dude.
we reached my floor, the doors open, I walked out and I yelled, being gay is okay.
Oh,
then I heard the guys-
man.
I heard the guy say, yeah, sure. And then like nah, I'm just saying, like, don't, if you're in an elevator, just stop the conversation for a while, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't fucking talk. Like,
Also, to their
fucking
friend who's gay, shout out to you if you want to hang out with
Shout
us.
out to
We're
you,
cool.
bro.
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Don't bother to have friends like that. Come hang out with
Fuck
us.
your friends.
Fuck your friends, bro.
They don't like you. Here you go.
Yeah.
They don't deserve
Yes,
you.
sir. Nah, okay, sorry. That was like a weird tangent to start talking about elevators. What the fuck?
Fucking elevators.
Okay, let's just close that topic about
Close the door.
Close the topic about that the Chinese stuff.
Enough of doors.
Thanks for the
Thanks for the
insight,
night,
Miro.
man, Miro.
Yeah, thanks for the insight. Okay. Moving on, as usual, every week we give a little bit of a COVID update. Not much update, as you guys know. MCO has been extended, obviously,
4.5.
until 2 weeks from now. I guess 18th is when it ends. I just want to talk a little bit about the Chinese New Year SOP that they just put out today.
Okay, I did. I watched the first 2 minutes of the video and then I was busy, so I didn't finish it.
No,
So I don't know.
didn't
I
get
don't
to
know. So I didn't know
see that.
what's the new MC.
Nah, I didn't watch it either. I just saw they posted the KKM posted the SOP. Like
Alright.
they did for Taipusam also they posted for Chinese New Year.
So what is it now?
In the it's just
in
kind of
the
funny.
beginning.
In the beginning they said okay, first they said so these SOPs are for 12 and 13. That's Chinese New Year Day 1, Chinese New Year Day 2. Okay? And then the first thing they said is reunion dinners are not allowed
No,
except
Nisang.
except for family members who are living in the same house.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you guys tell me what a reunion means? It's when you meet somebody that you have not seen.
Not met before. I mean, for a long time.
Not your damn dad that you live in the same house with, and you're like, what the fuck, dude? What
If you
kind of
fought with
fucking...
your dad and you didn't talk to him for a week, it's time for a
Okay,
reunion, bro.
this, that.
Basically,
And
what they're
also-
trying. No, ziarah menziarah lah, basically.
No, okay, wait, I'll get to the ziarah menziarah. So,
Oh, okay, we have it.
okay, the first thing is reunion dinner is not done on the 12th. Reunion dinner will be done on the 11th night, the night before Chinese New Year. So there
Oh,
is a
yeah?
loophole there. Yeah, they do it the night
Yeah,
before.
what the fuck? They said 12,
That's a
13.
loophole.
They said the SOP is for 12 and 13. So technically there's a loophole there.
Okay,
Yeah.
if you guys are gonna go do it, go ahead, but make sure you're home before
safe.
12.
Before 12, okay?
Before 12.
Once you pass
In case you
12,
need to be back home.
12 1
Yes, sir.
second, that's it, bro. You can be
That's
tangkap
it.
under the law.
But if you are in a house with, let's say, 10 people, your family came from somewhere else or whatever,
They
and
stay
the
there for
police
2 days.
if the police masuk, you can just pull up the SOP and be like, look, it says 12 and 13th, not 11th. So shut the fuck up.
So you guys can come over on 11th
The 11.
Yeah.
and you-
and sleep at your cousin's house until like the 13th. And then
Yeah,
14
because
you can
isi
go
rumah,
back.
what? You in the house. Yeah,
14
you in
you
the
can
house.
go back.
Yeah.
At this
Because
point,
if-
we're making fun of the SOPs already.
They're gonna ask for bloody IC. All address kena.
Hey, what? My address is in JB, bro.
My
I live
address is in Sarawak, bro.
Ah, what's up, bro?
You
You don't know where I
cannot.
live?
Okay.
I live here, bro. I live with my aunt. What are you gonna do?
Okay, one of you guys celebrate Chinese New Year. I'll be there on the 11th.
And then they also said ziarah aktiviti ziarah menziarah hanya boleh dilakukan dalam kalangan keluarga di dalam seisi rumah.
What the fuck? So I visit his
Let me
room,
ask you
he
guys.
visit my room lah.
let me ask you guys, what does visiting mean? What does ziarah menziarah mean?
Alright.
Wait, I'm just gonna go to my mom's room. Kau datang nak menziarahi.
Ziarah menziarahi.
Okay lah, okay, kita turun bawah minum sirap. Safe lah. At the end, aku juga kena basuh pinggan. Sial.
What the fuck? What the fuck kind of shit is this, dude? Like, and then they were saying that temples are closed and shit like that. That's all fine or whatever the fuck. But it's just funny to me because you know what the issue is here with me, because we talked about Taipusam last week. Remember, Mirul?
Yeah.
Sashi, we were talking about the Kedah MB cancelling the Taipusam holiday because he said since you all can't go temple, cancel the holiday, no public holiday.
Go to work.
Which is fucked up. So this is the same thing for me. I think it kind of shows how little our government actually knows about the cultures of different races in Malaysia. Like,
Yeah.
like what are you even basing this off of? Your SOPs or whatever. Also, whoever writes these SOPs, machi, like word it properly, dude. And
Yeah, they
and,
need to
like,
phrase it better. They're serious, dude.
phrase it properly.
I guess maybe our education system lah. They didn't teach me enough meanings for menziarah here. I know one meaning. That meaning is to go out of the house.
To
and
go
visit
out of the house and
I
visit
didn't know
someone else.
visiting my brother's room is menziarah. It's my bad. I should go back to school.
on Chinese New Year Day, everybody go use your parents' toilet instead. Instead of pretend like you.
Just visiting. I'm just
Yeah,
visiting.
just visit. I'm just looking. Oh, nice toilet, ma.
Just visiting, mom.
New water pump, mom.
New water pump. Wow, the sink nice, ah.
Nice, huh? Last time I came, the toothpaste tak
Last time
ada
I came.
pun. Wait,
Where's the ampau?
last time I came, wait, dah tak ada toothpaste baru ah. Ada toothpaste baru ah, mom. Damn.
It's just, and I was talking to my dad, and he was saying that this group of ministers that we have, right? There is like no one outstanding. Number one,
Yeah.
there's no one that I'm like, okay, you are doing a good job. Also, during this whole shit, on the 1st of February, which was on Monday, it was Federal Territory Day, right? So usually
Yeah.
if it's Federal Territory Day or any state punya holiday or whatever, Agong's birthday, whatever fuck, they give out like pingat, Datuk Sri and all this kind of shit. They gave a bunch of like pingat and shit to a bunch of ministers that I've never heard of in my fucking life, who didn't do shit. Like what? What have you done to earn this pingat?
Yeah.
In the middle of this pandemic, you now earn something. You become from Datuk Sri, you become Tan Sri. Now your salary is going to double because you are a higher level now. When you are the, let's say, I'll talk about Johor lah, fucking Timbalan Menteri Besar of Segamat won the, got some pingat and became a Tan Sri. For what? I never heard his name. I never heard him doing anything for that area. I never heard him speaking about situation like nothing. Like in the middle of this pandemic, this is what y'all fucking care about. Like I'm up to here, bro. It's like this group of people we have who are currently running shit, right, is the worst, I would say, that we've ever had. Of all the ministers we've ever group of ministers we've ever, this is the worst. The saying stupid shit, the unclear SOPs, the why the fuck every week y'all gotta be like perutusan khas dari Perdana Menteri, and everybody's like, oh fuck, some shit's gonna happen. For us to feel like that, you can see how much we don't trust them and we don't know what's going on. Every time they announce perutusan khas, my WhatsApp goes crazy. Family sending me shit. Hey, 4 p.m. You gotta watch. Today, PM just said a bunch of numbers. He said a bunch of numbers. I don't know what the fuck. Numbers that we've seen for the past 2 weeks ourselves. Don't need to tell us. Like, we just said that. Then just said everybody stay home. Then said, okay, Chinese New Year got SOP. Later you see how. Cannot go anywhere. Cannot cross state. That's it. Like, you causing panic for no fucking reason, dude. It's just,
I'm at the point where whenever there's a Purutusan has, I no longer care anymore.
I'm actually with Amirul. I don't even care already.
Like,
I know what he's gonna
I'll
say.
wait for whatever KKM's gonna tweet on Twitter, and I'm just gonna read off that.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but you know, I feel a large population. I mean, we are educated and we see through the bullshit lah. But a large population is like, oh no, there's a Purutusan has. There's something else. Like, what's gonna happen? Is it gonna be tighter MCO now? They get panicked over this shit. Even my colleagues, bro, they like in the chat in the like our work chat are like, guys, and like we stop working at 4 p.m. to watch that shit for like 10 minutes.
That's bullshit.
I'm like, okay, guys, I'm gonna take a break while y'all watch this shit.
He did it once. I watched it the first time. And I know already. Okay, this is fucked up. This is boring as shit.
Yeah,
this is boring as shit.
Yeah, because he does this thing that politicians always do lah. Even when he was
they're so formal and like get to the point, bro.
Remember Miro, we were watching on stream. We're like, yo, Machi, get to the fucking point, dude. Like,
there's so many
all this talk, before that, all for what, bro? Like,
no, you guys remember Zootopia?
Yeah.
You remember Mayor Lionheart?
Yep.
If you rewatch that and try to reflect back to our society now, and Mayor Lionheart is actually making like some points where we don't see, but these people see. You know, it's a move lah for them. It is a move for them. Like, remember one of the things that he said was, to be a blah blah blah. What you can do is you ask yourself a question, and then you answer back your own question. So to them it sounds like, oh shit, this guy know his shit, but actually it's the question that you pose. It's like those type of moves. And then I'm pretty sure like the Purutusan has is not just to let us know about whatever plan that they have that we actually
it's to show that they're in control.
They're trying to show the illusion that we actually care. Like, relax, chill the fuck out.
We're thinking about you.
We're thinking about you.
Kita jaga kita, or whatever the fuck they always say.
He actually said that phrase, right? Kita jaga kita.
That's the catchphrase, what? Hashtag.
Nah, that's our catchphrase. They can go fuck off.
Yeah, kita jaga kita, korang jaga korang je. Babi. It's stupid lah. I mean, I have one take, and that I feel obviously will never happen, and I it's sad that it will never happen. I was just looking at the salaries that ministers get, and like the minimum is like 16K or some shit like that for like the lowest.
Not including allowance and.
Not including allowance, not including your car,
your house,
all that shit.
Wait, how does this allowance work? Like, they get gaji, and then the allowance is from what?
I mean, say you travel, Let's say I need to go travel to that state to have a meeting or something like that, you can claim. Get allowance for that, and their allowance will never be
ticket.
Yeah. So let's say I'm from JB and I say, okay, I need to go meet a minister in KL, right? That will probably cost me travel costs like 300, 400 ringgit. They probably get like 3,000, 4,000 bucks. Just to, you know, for everything like makan. You gotta makan at a nice shop. Like
it's the same as, and I think you know this, Sashi. Like, we work in the film industry, so it's like a normal thing. If you work with like clientels, you know that there's an actual money put aside to make them happy.
Entertainment,
yeah.
Correct.
Like, well, I mean, like, makes sense.
Yeah. So I guess my point is, with the parliament suspended and you can't really do much politically at this point, I don't see why you can't take. I took a pay cut in my company. I don't understand why they can't just take a little bit of a pay cut. Just a little bit, bro. I'm not asking for like 100%. Like just 20, 30%, depending on how much you make. Take a little bit of a pay cut. I'm sure you have money in the bank from all the shit that you made for a few months, and funnel that money back. I don't even want that money. Funnel that money back into like initiatives to help the situation get better. You know, the poor are getting poorer and the rich are getting richer. I was talking to Miro a couple of days ago, I think. And I was saying that I was reading about like Business Insider article or some shit like that. They were saying that we are in danger, the world are. But as I read it, I noticed that Malaysia is even more in danger of this. We are in danger of eradicating the middle class.
Yeah, remember this.
So it's going to get to a point where it's either you rich or you poor. There's no in between anymore. Like now we have the in between. I am an in between person. We are in between. It's either it's gonna get to a point either you rich or you poor. The poverty line in KL is 2,400 ringgit a month. If you make 2,400 ringgit a month, you're considered in poverty. In JB it's 2,500 something. It's even more. Like, and that's a lot of money, and that's some people's like salary. Gaji. Like, it's fucking crazy. And there's no initiative to try and fix that. There's no initiative to try and bridge the wealth gap. None of that shit is gonna get worse and worse and worse. It's only gonna get better for the rich who made billions and billions during this pandemic. It's gonna get worse and worse for people like us.
Yeah.
You know, I was telling Mirul, I got a pay raise when I got this new job, and I was happy. I got $1,000 pay raise compared to my old job, and I'm still just only making it. Like just only. I thought, oh, got extra this much. Nope, it's actually the same.
minus that, minus this,
minus that. Oh shit, it's the same. I got like extra 150 bucks or 200 bucks. That's the only thing I have extra. Like, so I mean, I don't understand why. I mean, I understand why they don't do it now, because they just want to keep all the money for themselves. But I wish they would lah. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for
local
COVID. For COVID, essentially, your office, is it completely closed, or people are going?
Prior to this this last PKP, they actually opened the office.
Now they close.
If you want to go, you can go like that. But I think now they close.
Oh, okay. Because my office had like a couple cases actually of COVID.
Ooh, your office or your building?
My building got.
Oh shit! No, mine is like people working in my office. 2 people got COVID. Which is like, guys, why didn't you all just stay at home? So I mean, that's also another thing. Like, a lot of private companies are taking. We talked about Chinese New Year. There's that loophole, right? Even with this work from home thing, there's loophole also, and a lot of private companies are using that loophole and getting permission to open the office to make their workers go to the office. And guys, don't do that.
No, the loophole is what, imagine all of us using our own electricity to do office work, right?
Right.
So what's the compensation for that?
That's true.
Oh, that's a good point.
That's true. My aircon is on longer now than usual.
Your aircon is longer. You're using a PC whole 8 hours, 10 to 7 or whatever.
Yeah.
So what? So salary no increase?
No, salary cut.
Salary cut. They don't compensate your electricity bill.
Yeah.
the building is fresh for them to use.
Hey, last time
They're
they
not
did
using
was
it.
something with the electric bill where they kurangkan whatever the fuck last time.
The government did for
The
a while.
government
First
did
MCO.
that,
Yeah.
The first MCO.
Yeah, the first one, but
Okay.
the companies, what they'll do?
In
Nothing.
another, I think okay. Next month will be our first year anniversary
Yes, sir.
of
Wow,
our
okay.
2 weeks MCO.
Yeah. I think it's
The first year,
22nd March or something like that.
yeah,
23rd.
first year anniversary for a 2 weeks MCO.
Oh, dude. I remember, dude, the night before MCO started, I was still playing at the club, dude. And there was the first time I ever seen Ate Bar empty. There was 2 people there, literally.
Are the 2 people Malays?
Yeah, what? What? Why does that?
Only Malays go to Ataba.
Hey, no, relax. No, including the DJ and me and the other DJ, there's like 5 people there. We closed at usually close at 4:30. We closed at 2:15 or something like that. Bro, it was scary, dude. I remember being like, wow, how long will this last? We were talking at the time tak apa, bro. Okay, maybe 4 weeks lah, not 2 weeks. 4 weeks, sebulan macam tu. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't seen the inside of a club in almost a year.
What is a club even, bro?
It's crazy, dude. I don't even.
Club is
Is that
Room.
place where people hang out?
No, that one the co-curriculum, bro.
Co-curriculum,
the club English.
Yeah,
Club
English
mathematics.
club. All that shit.
Who the hell joins club mathematics?
Yo, God, no.
God lah.
God,
I still got
no.
friends who masuk club
Yeah,
mathematics.
yeah.
Only 2 type of people who enter club mathematics: people who actually love math, and people who think they
Who
love
hate
math.
themselves.
No, who thinks they actually like
Who hate
math.
themselves.
Like, no.
I was in English club lah, because all my friends were there. It was too lepak there, so. can't mix it.
I was interact club, so that was.
Oh, nice.
Okay, that's pretty much it for local stuff, I think. I just want to touch on a little bit with some stuff going on internationally. Again, for both of these topics, I don't have much information. I just have not really had the time to really look into it. So I just only have a surface level understanding of what's going on.
But it's enough for you to go out and do the research on your own. Like, it's
Yeah,
just
it's
that
enough.
we're letting you aware that it's actually happening.
Yeah. I guess we can start closer to home. Myanmar is going through quite a unstable political time. Basically, their military staged a coup. A coup. I don't know how the fuck you say that word. They basically took over the government. They so Aung San Suu Kyi, I'm sorry if I'm not saying the name right. She was the one who was the prime minister of the country at that time. And they believe that she is responsible for crimes and stuff like that. So the military decided, fuck her, we're gonna take over, threw her in jail. So currently Myanmar, and this happened to Thailand also. I remember at the end.
Do you guys know about the crime that she did? Like,
I'm not sure. Do you know?
Yeah, it's about the something to do with the Muslim there.
Genocide, right? Like
minority.
It's like mildly genocide, lah. Right? Yeah. So that's happening. I think that the only thing I have to say about it is, even though she might be guilty of stuff and whatever, generally it would be better for people to try and persecute her instead of the military taking over the government. Because, like I said, Thailand, this happened towards the end of last year, August-ish, this happened also. And military rule is never good. It's always...
It's bare minimum.
It's bare minimum, and it's also quite brute force type of,
because
like, you know...
It's not trying to govern, it's trying to maintain order. That's
correct.
Military...
Because you will have people who are protesting on her part, like supporting her or whatever, and the military is not going to have
tolerate
any of
that. Yeah,
and it'll just not be good for the people.
It's about order and
it's just purely about like keeping the peace, which is, you know, that's not how things should be in a democratic country.
Yeah.
So prayers for everybody who's in Myanmar and going through that. Hopefully everybody is safe. Hopefully y'all can figure out how to elect your next premiere in the near time, and don't have to sit through this military coup. Okay, and then a bit further from us in India, there are also
Protest.
things going on. So from my understanding, the Indian government passed a law. It's called the three farm law or something. Hold on, let me just pull it up. I don't want to be like super incorrect. Okay, it's called the Three Farm Acts. The Three Farm Act. So this was passed by the parliament, blah blah blah, all this shit. So basically, I don't know the exact details of the acts, but basically, the basic understanding I have is, it basically says that whatever the farmers have, their produce, like whatever the fuck they farm, corporate companies are free to use their product in any way, and they don't have to compensate them more. So like before this, like if you let's say Mirul, you selling jagong,
Yes.
and I buy jagong from you.
Okay.
Okay, then I tell you, okay, I'm selling the jagong to Jasco, Tesco, and whatever another place. Okay, so you get paid from that. Now this act, the major part of it basically says I don't have to reveal to you all of where I'm putting your stuff. I pay you a lump sum money. Now I own the jagong, so now I can go wherever the fuck I want and sell it
Wait.
for whatever price.
Lump sum jagong meaning that, okay, let's say that year I produce 10 jagong. So you can buy that 10 jagong for a lump sum amount, and then you do whatever the fuck you want to do with the
I can
jagong.
Yes, and the second part of it is, if I mark up the price, you are not entitled to a percentage of that markup. So if I buy one jagung from you for 10 ringgit, then I sell it for 20 ringgit. In the past, you have to give, so you make 10 ringgit profit, right? You have to give me at least a certain percentage, let's say 10% or 20%. I have to give you. But this basically says I can buy it for you from you for 10 ringgit, and then I can go and sell it to wherever the fuck I want to sell it for 50 ringgit, and you can't ask me for that money.
Plus,
Even
when you don't know where Kavi is going to sell afterwards, there's no way for you to know like how to price your jagong anymore.
correct.
Yeah.
You'll price it very basically, right? Because you don't know where else he's going to sell. So if you know where he's going to sell, you can like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll raise the price.
Because
Yeah.
different suppliers sell to different places, right? So like certain areas, based on the economy of the place, prices will be, let's say in Delhi is a city, so city prices will be a little bit higher. If you go to, let's say, another place where it's a little bit more rural, prices will be lower. So if I'm supplying to the city and I'm marking up the price, and I don't, and you as the farmer don't know that, you're just gonna sell it to me for 10 ringgit. You don't know.
Yeah.
So that's my basic understanding. There's a lot of like other rules that, like, basically fuck the farmers up even more lah. But I think the important thing here is not actually about the law. It is actually about the protest. So the farmers have been going on protests, I think, for about a week or 2-3 weeks right now.
The farmer
And it has now come out that the Indian government has been killing protesters. They have cut off internet access in whatever areas where the protests are being done. They have cut off internet access so that you can't post you can't post stuff about the protest, whatever. And that's not cool, obviously.
That's not cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a fucking violation of human rights.
Yeah.
And I just want to point that out because I think that India has done this not once but a few times. I don't know if y'all know about what they did with the situation in Kashmir.
No, I do not know.
Last year or beginning of last year, I think, where basically the Indian military was basically, so Kashmir is like a Muslim sort of state that India has been trying to fight to claim for I don't know how long already now. Against Pakistan, yes. Yeah. So it's like a war zone. That area is like a war zone. It's a beautiful place, actually. It's a fucking beautiful place.
Wait, is that why there's the meme where this lady goes to school in Pakistan and the kids are like, grape? You guys know that meme?
Yeah,
when I grow up, I want to be pilot.
Yeah, that's the
I mean,
That's why the kids are damn semangat.
They're
Dude,
like, I'm gonna be a soldier. I will fight for
yeah,
Pakistan.
Baba,
Great.
great,
Footballer, gamer
bro.
or anything.
I
Fuck
get my
that. I'ma be a
information from
warrior.
memes. What the fuck? Okay.
I mean, so the India-Pakistan whole situation has been going on for like I don't know
Yeah.
decades already now. So I remember at the start-ish of last year, they basically India launched an attack, and they were just basically wiping out villages of people, all Muslim people, just wiping them out, and they did the same thing. The first thing they did was come in, cut off electricity, cut off internet. So nobody's gonna know about the shit.
Darkness.
We're just gonna go in there and we're gonna cap everybody in this place so that nobody knows. And it's not cool because I feel like India likes to portray themselves as like we are Hindu nation and we are
Yeah, we are
right, and then we don't
chill.
war.
we don't do war, we never do anything, blah blah blah.
Heck
Even
yeah.
I'll tell you, like I remember having an argument with my dad because my dad used to always tell me when I was younger, you see all these other countries go to war, blah 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 blah. India doesn't do this kind of things. We never do war, we never do this, we only got invaded, blah blah blah. And then when this was happening, I called him and I was talking to him. He was like, no, but maybe this is a situation where they have to do it. I said, there's no situation
Where you have
to
to
go where you
Kill
have to
people.
go and it doesn't make sense lah. And of course again now with the farmers protest you can see lah, like their India prime minister, right? Their prime minister
Modi.
has very often been compared to Trump. And they are quite friendly. They've been quite friendly over the years that Trump was the president. But he does the same thing. Like he portrays himself as a very holy man. I remember the day he got elected, he was in a cave meditating. And they had footage, like I guess they put GoPros in the cave, right? He just sitting down. The day he became the prime minister, he's sitting down there. Everybody was like, wow, such a holy man.
Such
amazing.
a humble man.
Such a humble man. There was like a video of him picking up trash on the beach and shit like that. Like
People in India, right? Is like I watch a lot of movies, Tamil movies, and sometimes I watch the award shows and all that, right? So if an actor, right, he wears slipper, say he wears slipper and he wear like he just wear like a jippa and he wears a slipper to the event, right? He doesn't wear shoe, doesn't wear coat and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's wearing slipper. This guy is humble as fuck. So if you wear slipper, you're humble lah. The way they categorize, right, is too shallow.
Yeah.
It's very shallow.
Yeah. Just
It's
so when people wear kasut, right, they're like, oh, this guy is like,
You think you damn good lah.
what the fuck? How does that even work?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely.
So like when they he knows lah, like, okay, I'm just gonna be in this cave and put on this act, right? They'll be like, oh, holy man, humble man. He doesn't even care. He won. He's busy like trying to find peace and all that.
Peace and shit in a cave somewhere.
How can you guys like not see this through? Like he's putting on an act here.
If he was trying to find peace in a cave, why the fuck he got 3 GoPros in the cave, fucking shooting him the whole time?
Safety purposes. There could be bats. There could be bats in that place, man.
There is no like there's no lack of beach in India. He can just sit in a beach and then just meditate and do whatever. But he has to go find a cave. He's setting up a scene here, okay?
Setting it up. He's just setting it up.
We study this in film school, sir. We know what he's doing, right?
He's on scene.
He's on scene here. He's setting it up.
Yeah, he's just setting that shit up. So yeah, I mean, I just wanted to bring that up because of that, because I think also a lot of Indian people in Malaysia, my parents is
wrong idea.
They're wrong. They got one foot here and they got one foot in India, So whatever India do, they okay one. They were like, oh, India is the great. India is the best. India is no, dude. Like
they are really happy if India do, but who cares about them? You see, I cannot lah.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, what they're doing right now is super fucked up because these farmers are just hardworking people. A lot of them, are below the poverty line. They're just trying to make a fucking living. And I saw a great tweet today, and they said, actually, right, these farmers, right, if they really want to protest, right, and obviously they can't do this because they need the money. But if they could, right, stop feeding the country. They said, just for one day, just for 1 week or whatever the fuck, stop giving your shit to people.
Yeah.
then you're gonna realize that the backbone of your breakfast, lunch, and dinner are these people. You know? And he's saying like, if you're Indian or if you're any race for that matter, I'm sure your mother has always taught you to respect people who feed you. And farmers
ni. Sebutir beras ibarat setitik peluh petani.
Exactly. Facts.
Facts.
You know, in English, it's like never bite the hand that feeds you, right?
Yeah.
You shouldn't. Literally, these people are feeding you. Without them, there's no food. And you treat them like this, then obviously they're gonna fucking fight back. Fuck you, bro. Like, without me, you got no food, bro. Like,
betul.
Yeah. So
Imagine if you're vegan. Lagi rabak tak dapat makan.
Yeah.
At least we can hunt tikus
We
or
can
whatever.
start hunting now, bro.
Yeah, we can
What are you guys
hunt.
gonna do?
Yeah.
Go eat rumput dah. Go.
Go ahead. I mean, I think we've talked about this before. Like, I wouldn't know how to farm, dude. Like, if you ask me how to fucking grow rice, I wouldn't know how to fuck to do that shit, dude. Like, so, I mean, I just felt it's important to bring that up for people to know what's going on, because they've tried to silence this quite a little bit.
True.
So, I guess, I mean, we over here, we can't really do much other than just spread some awareness so that more people know, and hopefully they will stop doing this shit to them over there.
At least let them know, like, give them a heads up before this happened to them.
That and also like just telling people what's going on so that people know, and hopefully that will put enough pressure on the Indian government to stop doing what the fuck they're doing. Although, you know,
Stop
I doubt
trolling.
that's gonna happen. Stop doing that shit, bro. It's fucked up. Okay, that's pretty much it for overseas news. A little bit of dark news this week. Nothing really funny because, man, after the Dawn Chow already, nothing funny coming from America, bro. Everybody chill already, boss. Everybody chill already, boss.
Everybody think they buy it already.
Everybody okay. Everybody good.
It's all good now, man.
It's all good now.
So nothing happened at all.
Yeah, so American news has been a little bit boring. Joe Biden has just been going around canceling all of Trump's whatever the fuck Trump
Policy.
bills, or whatever policies, whatever. He's just been going around just canceling.
Basically,
everything.
Biden, the cleaning crew.
Yeah. He's just like, okay, no wall for Mexico, no.
No, the wall in Mexico is not even finished, bro. And the wall is not like, it's scalable. Did you guys actually see the wall?
Is there an actual wall?
There is an actual wall, a part of it.
They were building the wall for real?
They built it.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Okay, you watch, you guys can watch this Dark Tourist on Netflix. There's one episode where he went to America.
And he saw the wall?
And he saw the wall.
Damn.
I'm not sure whether... No, I think he went to Mexico, if I'm not mistaken.
So he saw it from the other side.
Yeah, one of those countries lah. Those two countries. So
I didn't know they were actually building
there's an actual wall. It's not finished. Like, you walk at one point and there's just like batu tak siap. So you can just walk.
I mean they started it I guess.
Like,
no, but the thing is, I remember
the brick they just placed the brick. Alright, that's it.
The thing is, I remember Trump saying they are building like 50 kilometers of wall per day or some shit, some crazy shit like that. Like at the time, and everybody was like, "Bro, there's nothing there. What the fuck are you talking about?" Like,
no, you know who's building the wall, right? The people that he's trying to keep out are the people who are building the wall.
So Mexicans are building the wall.
Yeah, like that's where they get their workers, though.
I mean, that's just savage. He's
like they send all their worker back, and then no one else to build it. So tak siap lah.
Like,
brilliant.
Once they build it, and then like you stay out,
stay there.
Stay there. Savage though.
But don't troll quite though.
Yeah, I kind of, like I said, I kind of miss the dude. Nothing really happens anymore. He's not tweeting. He's still not on Twitter, I think. So.
Hey, his account still okay.
He chill lah.
Only on Twitch and account they cancel.
He had a Twitch account?
Yeah, he has a Twitch account.
Why the fuck does he have a Twitch account?
I don't know, in case he want to play games. Civilization 6 or whatever. Red Alert or maybe.
He wants to show his special moves, man.
Phasmophobia, who knows?
But you play all those games that you build civilizations and
Yeah.
shit, like, take over, like all that.
Everything
Said-
turns dark, right?
yeah. I miss the dawn. Nah, but yeah, that's pretty much it for overseas news. Let's get into some music
Yes,
news.
sir.
Not much releases. Oh wait, what am I saying? Madlib dropped an album last week.
I don't know who's
It's called
Madlib.
Madlib is a amazing
The guy-
producer. He
Dude.
worked with MF Doom quite a lot. Works with Freddie Gibbs quite a lot. And he has a bunch of his own albums. Like he just makes beats. So he did an album called Sound Ancestors with Fortet, which is also a dope artist. This is like I just wanted to bring it up because like Madlib is known for like dia macam like dirty sound. Like his music is never mixed properly or anything like that. Like it's always like
Raw.
You feel like this fella just recorded on what the fuck did he record this on? Like it sounds like, but it sounds good. It's amazing, but it's like not clean. So this is the first time he worked with Fortet because Fortet's job was actually to mix the whole thing and master the whole thing. So it's like for the first time you hear Madlib beats clear, like HD. Like all this while you'll be looking at 360p, and then now you got like 4K, and it's like
Okay.
it's even better. It's like, oh fuck, this is crazy. Yeah, so that came out last week, I think. So that's pretty dope. Y'all should check that out. If y'all don't know who Madlib is, please do check him out. He's one of the dopest people I know as well. Doesn't say much, doesn't do interviews. When he does interviews and they ask him, because he does like super complex stuff, like the way he makes his beats and samples and stuff is super complex. When they ask him like, so like, what's your inspiration? What's your process? Whatever, he's just like, I don't know, I just do it. He's always just like, I don't know, I just put my headphones on and I just do it.
Don't think
I
much.
just do it. And if I like it, I like it. Like, if I don't like it, I don't like it. It's fine. Like, whatever. I'm like, they're like, why did you work with Freddie Gibbs? He's like, he's a good rapper. Like, that's it. He's a good rapper. You know what I'm saying? What else can he said? Freddie Gibbs. You know, Freddie Gibbs might shoot you. He might hug you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, he's just a dope guy, like, you know, very organic, like the way he works and stuff. So.
I've seen his video, the one he made in YouTube, the one with Red Bull one, right?
Which one? The old one or the newer one?
I think the older one. I think
Sao Paulo, the one where he's standing with the hat. And
no. This one he's already sitting down on.
Okay. That's.
And then there's like a bunch of students and all that.
Yeah. That's just newer.
He doesn't say much, bro.
He doesn't say anything, dude.
Yeah. Everyone's waiting for him, right? Like this producer genius is there, right? And he's like,
yeah,
chill. I'm not saying too much.
Yeah.
Nice. But I like the video.
I remember watching it and thinking, oh shit, I can finally learn from Madlib. I didn't learn anything other than he's dope as fuck. I just learned that he's dope as fuck. That's the only thing.
It's only his personality, just.
Yeah.
But none of his techniques or whatever. Nah, he's not sharing
He's like,
that much.
I don't know. I just do. But that's dope.
So that the host buta was the last question and instead of one answer.
because the host like compliment him, you know, say like,
Yeah.
you dope as fuck. And he talking about like, okay,
He asked him technical questions, you know.
Mirul, do you know the song No More Parties in LA by Kanye West?
Okay.
It's from same the Pablo album, right? Okay, that's produced by Madlib.
Oh.
So the host like asked the guy lah, because the sample is like super like obscure punya sample lah.
Yes.
And he's like, how did you find it? Blah 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 and all this kind of stuff. Madlib's like, I don't know, I just heard it, I just looped it, and that's it. It's nothing really special. And then the host is trying. The host is like, no, but for you to find this and loop that specific part and chop it, how did you? He's like,
no, the host is a big fan, you know. And that guy's like really like.
Yeah,
not giving him any sliver of
like,
information.
This is so good. Like, why aren't you saying much
Yeah.
about it? Like,
He's just like
much to it.
He's just like, it's just another beat. You know what I'm saying?
I see his game, bro.
Yeah. No,
I
it's
see
like-
his
like
game.
worshipping him and like, nah, don't worship me.
No, because I feel like when I was hearing Madlib talk, he was basically saying, yo, I make like 1,000 of these a day. Y'all just don't hear all of it.
Correct.
This is like normal to me. The things that but it's crazy. Sometimes I hear, actually, Mirul, the other day when we were on Discord, I was listening to the album. If you notice, I was like, woo, oh my god. Like at some points, like,
Well, okay,
I was listening to
was I playing game at that time?
yeah, you weren't listening to the
Okay.
music. Yeah. But you heard me go like, woo,
dengar.
oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah, because
I thought you were hyping me up.
For you.
Nah, dude, I was listening to the album, dude.
I was hyping me up. I was excited.
Nah, sometimes it's for you as well.
Yeah,
bro.
it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Yeah, so the beats are really crazy, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? When I watch him talk, but it's dope, it just shows that, yeah, someone that is like that good at music, right, can be just so like, yo, I just make music, dude. That's all the fuck I do. Like, that's all. Like, whatever. If you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, you go listen to something else, lah. Whatever the fuck, I don't care. Which is dope. Yeah, so y'all should go check out.
Check it out.
If y'all want to check out an album that him and MF Doom did, check out Mad Villainy. If y'all want to listen to a Freddie Gibbs album, listen to Bandana. The album is, I still listen to it, man. It's crazy. Yeah. So there's that. In other news, Bandana, dude. Yeah, I like Piñata, but Bandana to me is like, like crazy.
Was there another album after Bandana? That was right.
Alfredo, but that's not.
But
produced
that was
by-
different, lah. Yeah.
That was Alchemist, not
Yeah,
not Madlib.
Alfredo.
Also, by the way, Sashi, did you know that Madlib made all the beats for Bandana on an iPad?
Yeah.
He made all the beats
all on iPad.
all on his iPad, dude.
And then there was also like he made like a trap beat, I think.
Yeah, that's one trap beat on there.
Something that usually dia
Different.
tak buat.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He made it all on the iPad, dude. What
All
the
on
fuck?
iPad.
I can't even do what he does on my computer. That's
Crazy.
iPad Pro good.
Oh, wow, what a big difference.
Hey, it's a
What
big difference. Big difference, though. Bigger screen.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
no. Okay, really. Hear me out. If you
Okay.
try to do music on your phone, right?
Right.
Like your phone, like even my phone, for instance, like my screen
Yes.
is like huge. I would still like, I can't do work here. But if I have an iPad with a bigger screen, I can like as big as like my
But-
my
but-
monitor.
It's not
I can
about the
still
screen
music.
size, bro.
How do you work like music?
Sample, flip a
Yeah.
sample,
Yeah.
like
How
cut
do
it
you
up.
even-
Garage
When-
band, baby.
Where do you start, boy?
No,
Where
yeah,
do you
like,
start?
like, it's insane.
We have Safari. Can search loop there.
Hater.
Not hater. The skepticist.
Boomer.
Babi boomer.
Boomer. Yeah, this one anybody also can do.
Boomer, though.
Yeah. So okay, I'm glad that we had a little Mad Lib section. That was nice. Okay, in other news, not so musicy, but a little bit of I find it funny. I find it funny. Lil Uzi Vert, shout out to Uzi. He just officially put a
He got a
$24 million pink diamond
pink nandu.
in his forehead.
He got a nandu jump.
Yeah. Holy shit, dude. He apparently was paying for this diamond for the past 3 or 4 years because it's super
Oh,
rare and expensive.
It's
and
a
shit
pink
like that.
diamond, bro.
It's a pink diamond. It's
They
basically
made 2 movies about it.
exactly, yeah. And he I mean he posted a picture of him like actually bleeding. I don't know if you guys saw it. There's a picture of him like wearing it and he's like bleeding down his nose. And then he said that like actually if he wants to remove it, he can't just remove it. Like there's a procedure that has to be done because he could actually bleed to death if he doesn't take it out properly because it's really like in his forehead, dude. Like $24 million is equivalent to 97 million ringgit. So, what do you guys? I mean,
So I think
okay.
people will definitely ambush him to steal that thing, bro.
I mean, rappers are. Me and Miro were just talking about it yesterday. Rappers in America are already in danger. People steal their chains, shoot them.
Yeah.
Saw what happened to Pop Smoke. You saw what happened to X. Like,
Yeah.
now you put a $24 million diamond.
The moment they became a bit famous, right? They get endangered.
They're in danger already.
But this Lil Uzi, bro, like he's super famous.
He's a superstar. Everybody
Yeah.
knows him.
Yeah.
he worked with Ed Sheeran, bro. So like,
Yeah, what the hell?
you put a pink diamond in your head. It's literally putting a target on your head, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it's fucking crazy.
Bounty,
dude.
bro.
I mean, I don't want to be the guy who's like trying to tell people how to use their money. But
He could
I
have
don't
kept
know.
the diamond in a chain, lah.
he could have just put it on a chain or
He could have put it in as a ring or whatever.
as a ring. That would have been dope. But he wanted to be like Rick and he want to be like Morty, bro.
Morty, though.
He wanna be like Morty.
He watched the episode and then he just like got like a vision. Right? That's
What if
where
I
wanna
do
go.
that?
That's
What if
where I
I do
want to
that?
go. That's what I need.
That's fucking crazy, dude. Like, and I was
Man.
thinking about also like how uncomfortable it must be. Like just
Yeah, what if you like, wash your face, right?
yeah, and then you terkena, right?
Pop, keluar all the time.
Fuck, maybe sakit though.
And then he's gonna bleed to death, lah.
He's gonna play. You posted a picture, blood going down his nose like that because he accidentally moved it, and then he had to go back to the place to get it like replaced and shit. I'm like, why you gotta do this to yourself, bro? But
I think
whatever,
that's
bro.
cool as fuck, lah.
Okay,
really
so
think it's
I was just about
I get the cool factor also, lah, definitely.
yes. That's what I was about to say, lah. Part of me is saying that, but part of me is like, yo, that's fire, dude. Like, you're that rich that you're like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna spend $24 million. Like,
I'll exchange my testicles with actual jewels.
I don't think that would be comfortable, dude.
You know, people always call it the crown jewels. I'll actually put jewels.
So you mean the inside
Replace.
or like you mean
No,
the inside or like
the
scrotum?
testicle. The testicle, not scrotum. Scrotum is scrotum, lah.
So nobody can see it, lah.
Yeah, but it's in there. It's a real jewel.
I don't know if you can.
Actually,
produce-
you know what? You should just say it out loud, like right now I have jewels. You don't have to change it. Nobody can see it anyway.
actually, yeah.
It's okay.
Just say like you got-
I'll bring the diamond detector that can go through skin.
But like,
Bam! Ice.
but not everybody wants to go down there and check, bro.
That's the ruse. That's the whole ruse.
That's what you tell the girl. Hey, I got diamonds in my balls.
Anyone
you wanna
has
check?
a diamond? Anyone? That's the ruse.
I got
Smart.
diamonds in my balls. You want to check?
So it's a catchphrase now. Okay.
It's a pickup line, lah.
It's a pickup line, okay.
It's a pickup line. Yeah, I got diamonds in my balls. You wanna check? You can just do that even without diamonds in your balls, bro. But she's really down there, and then you're like, oh, I don't actually.
And then when she already open, you can give her like
Yeah.
the sticky one, and you can stick. I told you,
I told you.
but they're not real though.
They're not real.
I didn't say they were real.
Yeah, I mean that was pretty. That was pretty crazy, lah. I don't know anybody else that would do that actually, other than him. You know, he calls himself Pluto, and I do believe that he really is from outer space, from alien shit going on over there. Like his mind is just like I don't know where he gets these ideas.
He's convinced that he's something else, lah. So
Yeah, I mean, up to you, lah, bro.
as long as he doesn't bleed whenever like people talk to him or he like,
You
or
imagine
he
he's just
thinks-
talking to you.
or he like just thinks hard, like oh fuck, bleeds. Or he wants to take a shit, right? And then
He tried to
bleeds.
record a verse, thinking of the verse, and then he just starts bleeding, right? Like-
Yeah. Yo, that's
Yeah.
fucked up, man. We gotta get it fixed.
Also, but my whole thing was like, oh, now I can fight him, no problem. I mean, he's already small, lah. That's already small, but now I can fight him, no problem. That's the first place I'm gonna whack, bro. Yeah.
Wait,
Bang, one time.
how confident are you that's not one of those empowering crystals?
Very, very confident.
Like, you know, people believe in the healing power of crystals. What if he keeps regenerating with every punch you throw at him?
No,
he's
never mind,
basically
at least
he's
he's gonna see-
basically SpongeBob, bro.
But it will hurt either way.
He's bleeding, bro. That
will be
part
bleeding.
hurt, bro.
It will hurt.
I think it needs
Even
a
if he's
couple of
like-
days to set in though the power.
Okay, we'll see.
So
if,
that's our time gap, lah. We gotta whack him before
Before the
Yeah,
thing
like
sets in.
regenerates.
Yes.
Before the
Yeah,
thing
we
sets
gotta-
Like
in.
even
we
in
gotta punish him
Avatar,
before
like
that.
for instance, even in Avatar, they had to defeat the fire people before the blood moon comes.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
there's always a gap there. lah.
Yeah.
The time factor.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah,
fine,
makes sense.
fine. It's okay. I don't want to fight Uzi. He's
No,
he's
he's
a cute guy.
He's cute,
He's like
dude.
cute. Yeah, he's like a cute dude. Like
I see videos
pause.
like of
No,
him.
no.
I see videos on me online, like people just record, and then remember that episode? He's like, I don't even know what doing here.
Yeah, the school bus one day.
Yeah.
The school bus. They're like, Uzi, what? I don't know. I just got here.
Don't
I just been out here for a
man.
couple of days. Yeah, so shout out to Uzi, man. Live your best life. Do whatever the fuck you want to do, lah. But you know, I don't know. Maybe you could have given that $24 million to people who need it. I don't know. But whatever, dude. Okay. In other news, okay. Before I go into, I want to talk about Joe Budden podcast a little bit, but before I go into that, actually, uh, I want to say rest in peace to Sophie. Sophie is this extremely prolific producer who worked in music for quite some time. She is most famous for working on the early Lady Gaga albums. She worked with Rihanna on a lot of her music. She worked. She was the one who basically molded Charlie XCX punya like electronic, that weird sound and all this kind of
Yeah.
stuff. She worked on Vince Staples' album. Like you guys know the song "Yeah Right" from the Vince Staples
Yeah,
album.
like you.
That crazy beat was made by
Yeah.
her.
Dang.
Yeah.
Fire.
So she's known as one of the most like forward thinking producers and songwriters in the industry. Like you want something which is like really like weird but a banger, you go to her, that kind of shit lah. She worked with a bunch of people. She pushed the envelope like crazy lah. She passed away.
What's up?
She actually was climbing. She was living in Athens, so she's living in like
Athens,
a
Greece.
yeah. She was living in Greece, and she basically wanted to climb on top the roof of her house to watch the moon.
Okay.
She slipped and fell a couple stories off the roof and suffered head injuries, and she passed. So
Did she like? Was she like drunk or anything?
no one knows about that, but according to people who were there and people who are close to her, Sophie always does this. She likes to watch the moon. She always climbs up on this roof and stuff like that. Just that super unlucky, she slipped and she fell and she passed.
I think Zeus saw him, bro. I think Zeus saw her when she was on the roof and had to take her back to
He's
Olympus.
like, yo, I need them beats.
And you know
back
how
over here.
Zeus is when he sees like beautiful girls or whatever, and not even girls. Beautiful
Also something to
animals.
note here, and also something to note here that she was transgender. She's a woman, obviously, but she's transgender woman. So, yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because she's not very, very well known, but she's worked on a lot of music that we love. I think a lot of producers and songwriters sometimes, they don't get the shine.
Yeah.
People who write music for big artists, and all that kind of stuff, they don't get much shine. But yeah, shout out to Sophie, rest in peace. Okay, I just want to bring some news about the podcasting world a little bit because we started this podcast. It's only been 9 episodes, and for us, it's still quite new, and we don't really know what we're doing or where we're going or how we could benefit from this or whatever the fuck. We're just doing our shit, right?
We just record
So-
our lepak session, bro. That's it.
We're just basically, we're just chilling at this point lah. For now, we're super early in our podcasting careers, but somebody that I have always looked up to when it came to podcasts, and probably the person who made me want to do a podcast was
Ali Mama.
Joe Budden. Not Ali Mama, bro. Ali Mama is the reason why I became a rapper.
Wait, let's go, Ali Mama. Okay.
Ali Mama is the reason why I became a rapper. That one different. Nah, so one of the biggest reasons of watching the Joe Budden podcast and shit like that. And over the years, they've done Joe Budden and his team have done certain things that have completely elevated like the podcast game, right? They were the first podcast that signed to Spotify. That was the first time that Spotify did a exclusive deal with any podcast. And then since then, Spotify went on to sign Joe Rogan for like 100 million, and Michelle and Barack Obama and Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, all of them have like podcasts now, big deals and stuff like that. But Joe Budden was actually the first podcast they signed. And in 2019, Joe Budden podcast was the number 1 podcast in the world. And after that, obviously, he had his whole problem with Spotify. He felt he was not being treated the way he should be, looking at numbers and audience and what he's done for Spotify. He wasn't being
Doesn't feel well compensated.
not well compensated. One of the stories is like halfway through their contract, 1 year into their contract, they were due a bonus if they had passed a certain like whatever benchmark lah kan. And they had surpassed that benchmark. Like I said, in 2019 they were the number one podcast in the world on Spotify. So they well surpassed the benchmark, and they were supposed to get a money bonus lah. Spotify, instead of giving them a money bonus, told them, guys, do you guys like watches? And then they were like, yeah, I guess. They were like, okay, why don't all of y'all just go out and pick out watches and we'll buy watches for y'all instead of like giving you cash. So at first they were like, okay, fine, let's go get Rolex bust down with the diamonds in it and shit like that, because they know how much they were supposed to earn from the bonus. So they were like, okay, I'm gonna get all this shit. Went back to Spotify and was like, these are the shit we want. Spotify was like, it's a bit too expensive. Can lower it down a little bit.
To buy.
Fucking spoopify, man.
Can you lower it down a little bit? And then they lower, okay, fine, take the diamonds out. We just want the Rolexes. Yeah, but these are still a little bit too expensive, and it's fucking crazy, lah, basically. So they left Spotify, I think end of last year ish, and they've been like independent since then. They're working with a company called Cash App, which is like an app where you can send money, you can use to like pay. It's like, I guess, like Touch and Go wallet, but like their version. So they've been sponsoring them, whatever. So yesterday, there's been a new development. So you guys know what Patreon is, right?
Yes, sir.
So Patreon is like basically a site where you can either raise money or you can also put up your content on there, and people can
back you
pay however much they want to pay and all that kind of shit lah. So first thing they announced yesterday was they were gonna not put the podcast on Patreon exclusively, but they would have extra content. So they usually do 2 episodes a week. There will be a 3rd episode every week on the Patreon, and they were also saying there's behind the scenes content. There's they're working on web
bloopers and
that shit
content, right?
And also like they were saying they were starting like a web series and stuff like that. Also, forgot to mention, before that, right after the Spotify deal, Joe Budden started what's known as the Joe Budden Network, and he now has like 2 podcasts like under the network. One is called See the Thing Is, and one more is called Girl I Guess. Both of these podcasts are run by all women. So it's pretty dope. Like, he's starting to basically build his own podcast network, because there are other podcast networks. There's Barstool, there's a few other networks where let's say if our podcast becomes big, they come to you and they be like, okay, we want to get the licensing for your shit, we pay you X amount of money, you come over here. He got obviously a bunch of deals offered to him, even Tidal and stuff like that, but he said no to everything. He said, fuck it, I'm gonna do my own shit, I'm gonna build my own one. So that's already done. So on top of putting content on Patreon, and people can pay for the shit now, so there's a way for them to make money, he has also been named the head of creator equity.
Oh shit, what does that entail?
Patreon. So that's what I also asked. I was like, what the fuck does that even mean?
It sounds made up.
It sounds made up. It's new. There's never been a head of
what is it called again? Equity?
Head of creator equity.
Ooh, sounds so made up. Okay, and then?
So the idea of it is he serves as an advisor, and his job is to make sure that any creator that works with Patreon gets the correct amount of money for putting their content on Patreon. Because a bunch of people do that shit. A lot of even like streamers and shit, they put their stuff on Patreon. Like banyak YouTuber put their shit on their shit on Patreon. Yeah. So his job is to be like, okay, you need to pay a minimum of X amount to this person. You can't just like, oh, gas station podcast only 10,000 lah. Like, no, like here are the numbers. It should be 10 million, not 10,000 or whatever the fuck. That's his job. He's an advisor for them, which I think is really, really dope.
Yes, I think that's very important now, especially to make sure.
Yeah.
Like...
And also, I just think it's really dope, because if you watch him on his podcast, every 2 weeks, he's sitting there and yelling about that exact thing. When he was talking about Spotify, all he was talking about was that. Compensate me properly for the work based on data, not based on some fairy shit. Data. Look, this many listeners, this much, whatever. I was just telling Miro, I was looking at numbers for our podcast, right?
Fucking millions.
Yeah, we got like 3 million last week. Now, like the watch time, I was looking at watch time, right? And I wouldn't say the exact number, but it's not high, it's not low, it's pretty good. It's like less than half of the show only people generally watch. Joe Budden was saying his podcast, which usually is 2.5 hours to 3 hours long, had average watch time of 2 hours and 45 minutes. So like at least 80 to 90% of people who watch stay for 2 hours and 45 minutes. That's a long ass motherfucking time to stay.
Yeah, what
and they
the
do
fuck?
2 episodes a week. And that's Spotify and YouTube also. So that's a lot of fucking eyes and shit on your shit. So compensate properly lah. Don't buy me a fucking Rolex. Pay me my shit. Like, so I like that lah. I like that he's in that position because I also like it because he not corporate lah.
Yeah.
So him being in a corporate position, right? Like he don't give a fuck. He worked for Complex last time. He had a show called Everyday Struggle. And he didn't give a fuck. On the show, he will shit on Complex. He'd be like, yo, y'all fucking the shit up. Y'all need to do this better, blah, blah. After he left the show, so he went off on Complex. He would never be the guy who's just like, oh, I have this like dope. He was a head of creative content or something like that at Complex. He's not the kind who's just like, oh, now I got this, like, I'm the head of this. I'm sure he's getting paid quite a bit for his job, right? He's not the guy who's just going to sit down there. He will leave. He don't care.
Yeah.
He'd be like, fuck this shit, I'm out. And he'll talk about it. I don't care if he was talking about Spotify while they were still in the deal with Spotify. Like the last 10 episodes they had, he was like, okay, we got 10 episodes left on Spotify. Shit is about to get real. And he just started shitting. Like for 4 hours, he would just shit on Spotify while he still had the deal. So I like that. It's like somebody that you need. You need people like that in this kind of places, right? Like, especially I think like music labels and movie production houses, all these kind of places I feel should have that one dude who's like taking care of the creator.
Regulate price and
Taking care of the creator, because not more often than not, we don't really know much about business. We just know the art we make. That's all. Like we might know a little bit about business, but we don't really know. Like it's difficult for us, When you have somebody like that around, then okay, my shit gonna be taken care of.
True.
Yeah, so I just wanted to.
Basically a union.
It's basically a union, but like one guy lah. It's a guy that
one man union.
Yeah, it's a guy that I think that people can trust lah from his track record. Yeah, so I just wanted to shout him out. And I don't know, I just wanted to talk a little bit about podcasting in Malaysia. Like I said, we just started this and we don't know where it's going. A lot of podcasts are starting now. And Miro and I were talking the other day and we were saying that, I don't know, Sashi, if you agree, I think people in Malaysia generally just like serious podcasts. Like the people I know who listen to podcasts, they listen to like the BFM podcast or like super serious shit where they are teaching you something about whatever the fuck, right? Like, so I was thinking about us, and I was thinking about like how we are a little bit different because we might get serious. Like we've been serious for the past like 20 minutes now talking about some stuff, but
yeah,
generally we don't give a fuck about shit, and like we just lepaking and shit. So I mean, I just wanted to bring in and say that it's going to be interesting to see if podcasting will actually become like a version of the music industry in Malaysia, because that's what's happening overseas. It's become like a real profitable business. In Malaysia, I have not seen that yet. I don't see anybody really foreseeing this, but I think it will happen, and I'm foreseeing this now. That it will turn into something profitable, hopefully, for all of us.
Yeah.
I know that it's a new thing. People are not used to sitting for 2 hours and watching 3 guys talk about shit. But yeah, I hope that I do see that it can definitely grow, and more fun-ish sort of podcasts like ours will have a space, not just the ones that teach you about GameStop stocks or whatever the fuck. Like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I mean,
that was-
wait. I just want to say,
Yeah.
like, the thing is, we hang out with people who are like that. I'm pretty sure there are people outside who just likes to listen to us talk nonsense and.
For sure.
But as of right now, yeah, people are not willing to spend an hour and a half, 2 hours listening to like a bunch
Yeah,
of guys
because,
just
you know,
lepak.
because-
They rather get something out of it for that. You know, that amount of time they spend in
Mhm,
for
mhm.
them
Like,
lah.
There's overload of information now. So
It's a bit
there's
long,
there's a need to like absorb as much as you can,
Yeah. Okay.
as fast as you can. That's why they prefer shorter format. Maybe like they want as much as they can. There's no
And they-
time to like. But the thing is, like, I listen to Joe Rogan podcast. I don't watch it. I just listen.
Correct.
So I usually I just do my office work and I just let it run in the background.
Right.
Yeah, because the situation permits me, like I have time to burn and I'll just burn this way, or
Yeah.
you have to multitask lah, in the sense that I have to listen and I also do my work. But
100%.
yeah, definitely there's space lah for people's life for like longer format.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
And
definitely space lah for that.
don't worry,
If you're
guys.
going on a drive or whatever, right? So
Don't worry, guys. Gas Station Podcast is coming to Spotify and Apple Music and iTunes and all of that. Very soon, probably in about 2 episodes. Like, let's get to episode 10 and then we'll make it
Let's
available.
go, Spoopify.
And then we're gonna put our shit up there so you guys don't have to look at our faces and my unshaved face. I mean, my shaved face. You don't have to look at that shit to listen to it. You're gonna start. I do understand that because a lot of my friends who listen to podcasts, they're like, oh, when I'm on the train, I listen to the podcast. Or when I'm
Yeah.
driving, I listen to the podcast. Which you idiots know you can just play the YouTube video from your phone in your car and also listen.
yeah,
But never mind.
Like they request for like Spotify and all that. I get it, but YouTube also plays audio, right?
You can just play it, yeah. And just
Yeah,
let
you
it
don't
play.
have to
So,
see our
like,
face. You can
yeah, you don't have to look like
you can always play it, right? Yeah.
like even when like I spend some time rewatching our podcast just to see how it's going and stuff. I don't usually just look at the thing the whole time. It's just on my TV and I'm just listening. Like I don't look at the shit. I don't do it
But
myself.
those who use YouTube, unless they have the premium, they can't switch it off and like use.
yeah,
other
they
apps.
can switch apps.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's where like Spotify and Apple
yeah.
comes in.
Be coming. We're gonna be on SoundCloud too. Don't worry about it. Like whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Whatever audio platform we're coming. Okay, until one of them buys us out. Then we're gonna be exclusive. All right. That's I think it's kind of something that I want to bring up because we've been doing this podcast for 9 episodes and we never talked about podcasting because it's new for us. But yeah, it's interesting lah, and hopefully we'll be part of the conversation as this shit grows.
This ending part is different because usually we are like sharing information and all that, but this is like we are sharing it among ourselves. This relevant topic here, this podcasting, right? Even
Yeah.
we are like still learning and like
Yeah, definitely. It's something that we are still learning, so that's why I wanted to share as much. I want to share with the listeners as well. But
yeah,
because,
this is also relevant to us also lah.
Yeah. It's I think it's an important thing to talk about. Also, because for the listeners who are not doing podcasts, I mean, it's a chance for you to realize that there's a lot of great podcasts out there that you should listen to, and fill your time. It's entertainment at the end of the day, most of it. Whether it's just super serious topics or whatever the fuck it is, it's the equivalent of watching a documentary. If you're listening to a podcast that gives you a lot of information, it's the equivalent of watching a late night talk show if you're watching us. To me, minus the band, and we're not like in real life and all that kind of shit, and we don't do scripted bits and all that kind of shit. But it's the same thing. We report what happened on the day, we laugh about it, or we talk about it, or what the fuck. It's the same thing to me. So
It's like listening to your local hobo.
Yeah.
Yo, should we change our podcast name to that? Local hobos? Nah, I'm playing. Okay. That was a really long talk. Right before we leave, as usual, let's we talk a little bit about
Football.
what a week, guys. What a week. Fuck football, what?
Yeah, look at David Luiz punya red card. The referee fucked up, bro. That's not a red card lah.
Okay. I want to talk about VAR. Okay, because United beat Southampton 9-0.
Yeah.
which is great. I'm happy, whatever, cool.
Just be happy, dude. Go ahead.
The goal that Southampton scored was not offside, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The second red card that they got was not a foul, in my opinion. He did touch him a little bit. Bednarek did touch him a little bit, but it's so minimal, dude. And VAR is like,
The thing
I just
is,
feel like it's. Go ahead.
For the Marshall's one, the second red card for Southampton, and the David Luiz one,
Yeah,
I think they are penalties. Even though I feel like Marshall dived a bit.
he did for sure. He was looking
but
for
not a
it.
red card. Lah.
Not a red card.
Yeah.
But the thing
Too
about,
harsh of
I
a
guess,
red card.
I guess the thing about that specific one was Miro didn't watch the game was because
No,
he was the last man. So
Okay.
if you give the penalty, you have to give the red card because he's the last man.
Plus,
Yeah.
I think Marshall played well. He scored 2 goals, but at that position, right, he just should have finished it. He shouldn't have.
Just should
taken
have
a-
finished it.
he
No,
shouldn't
the
have
thing
taken a
ab-
touch.
so the thing about it,
So because of that, when he took the touch, I felt like the goal scoring opportunity is lost. The keeper
was gone.
So therefore, he had to simulate something there.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I lost the ball. I'm just gonna try to dive here and see if I can get something out of this.
Yeah, because he
And
took a
he-
very heavy touch.
Yeah, he did. He shouldn't have taken the touch. He should have just finished it first time.
Yeah, he took a very heavy touch, and then he saw Benarek running towards him. He's like, alright, I'm just gonna fall.
I'm just gonna try to get a contact out of him.
Yeah, it was so middle. It was like fucking little contact, dude. And even the defender was like trying to avoid. He was actually pulling away.
Same lah with David Luiz also. Like the guy striker, he slowed down, so his studs, kena like
Yeah.
David Luiz's knee,
Yeah,
and he flew. He lost the ball. He flew on the ground, and like referee macam cibai, he's like, sorry bro, red card, ciao.
yeah, that was crazy. That was worse. Actually.
I think it was
That
a
was
penalty.
worse.
It was a penalty lah. Okay lah, whatever lah. But
Yeah.
you can't send him off. Come on lah.
But
You can't send him off for that. Man. Serious, bro. You can say he last man, but he clearly he
was about to lose the ball.
he was about to lose the ball, and David
Yeah.
Luiz came out of the challenge. He pulled off. He pulled off. And look at the intensity of the foul. The stats just kena the knee, and like
Yeah,
I'm talking about the striker's stats kena David Luiz knee,
yeah.
How is that even a foul, bro? Like,
Basically, Miro, he was running. David
Mhm.
Luiz was behind him, and then he starts like terkena while he's running. Terkena David Luiz behind him, and then he fell.
yeah, you
What?
run, bro. Your stats, you're in front of me. Your stats kena my leg, and you trip and you fell. The referee give you penalty, and he sends me off.
Like what?
If penalty, okay, no, like because like obstruction of play,
Yeah.
whatever. Red card, come on lah.
There was
That's
no
a bit
intent.
Too
And
harsh.
also, like I said, that Southampton goals are middle. Like Southampton actually scored in the second half, at the start of the second half. And
Yeah.
dude, when I say the offside was like millimeter, it's millimeter, dude. I think his pinky finger was offside.
It's what. It's
No,
okay,
it's
bro.
knee, it's knee.
Liverpool, bro. I've lived with the term of the VAR.
Like I was watching it, and the fact that they had a player sent off super early on, literally the 79th second.
Yeah.
That one is like undisputable confirmed red card lah. I don't know what the fuck. What's
The
his name?
first debut.
Jankowicz? Is it?
Yeah, something like that. Yankovic.
He's like 18 or 19 years old. It's his debut for the team, and in 79 seconds, he decided to lift his studs and just stamp on Scott McTominay. I'm like, bro, why did you do that? The manager also was like, fuck. Like, what the fuck did you do that? That's fine. So we already scored 4 goals, and they're already in like a Kasian position. So when they scored, I was mad, obviously, because Fred
Yeah, I was
fucked
mad.
it up.
Because Fred, right, he has short legs, bro. He's swiping on the ground. No, he's trying to
Yeah.
clear the ball. Like his legs not reaching the
He's
ball.
swiping the
Yeah, a few
ground.
times, dude.
Twice he did that. Like,
Twice he did that, yeah.
he gets the ball, and then when he's ready to clear and to swipe it off, right, his leg cannot reach, bro.
Tak
He's on the
sampai,
ground.
bro. Tak sampai.
He's on the ground. He's trying to scrap it. No, tak dapat, bro. Fuck.
So I was mad, but at the same
Yeah.
time, I was like, it's a goal. Then when I looked at the VAR, I was like, come on, lah, bro.
But
Are you
I
kidding me?
was praying for the offside because I really want the clean sheet.
Of course, lah. As a United fan, I was
I
happy.
was
But
like, even though the way the offside was too fucking close, I was like, at the end of the day, I was like, okay, I'll take this.
Because my problem with it is because it just takes out a lot of the excitement in football.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
this kind of offside, no linesman will be able to see.
Yeah.
Impossible.
The thing is, if this kind of offside happened to United, right, then I'm gonna be really mad, you know.
I would be fucking angry, dude. What
Yeah.
the fuck? My tip of my knee
so-
was offside. What? Like,
So super unfair, lah. It's damn inconsistent. So
yeah, I feel like VAR should just be, it should just be goal line technology, and
goal
Like-
line is perfect, lah.
and then like offside, for offside, I feel like the team should be challenging it. Like it shouldn't be like every time it's like the referee suspicious a bit, he go and check.
You know, there was one time Wenger proposed an idea for offside.
okay,
So Wenger's idea was, if the player who's offside, if any of his body part is same with the last defender, right, he's onside. If
Okay.
he's completely away from the last defender when the ball comes in,
that's offside.
that's offside. But if
Correct.
your ass is same in line with mine, right,
Yeah,
but you are way ahead, but your ass is just there,
yeah,
you're on, you're clear.
Yeah.
You're-
yeah.
it-
That makes sense to me.
because that way Arsene is trying to promote attacking football here, lah. He's trying to promote attacking football, but they didn't accept the idea. So
I mean, okay, maybe not to that extent, but I would say to be offside, it can't be the side of my fucking tip of my boot is
the
offside.
thing is, it's because of the tech. When the tech is there,
Yeah.
you have to be precise as shit. You have to be precise.
That's what I'm
So,
saying.
so
Like,
the idea is either to keep VAR or you can't modify it. I think it's either to remove it or keep it.
yeah, I don't know. I would
I don't know if
prefer
there's
not.
modification. I don't think you can modify it.
I would prefer not. I mean, for real, bro. If the tip of my boot is offside, I'm offside. Come on, dude. Like, I'm running. I'm clearly my entire body is onside except the front of my boot, and you're like, goal is allowed. Bro,
Okay. I have a counter argument.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, basically VAR system is to be precise whether it's offside or not offside, man.
Yes.
Its
Yeah.
whole job is for accuracy.
Right.
So it's the same as goes to, let's say you went into a sprinting competition. So it's a photo finish. It's a
Okay.
photo finish. So you must see like who crossed the line first. And
Right.
when we talk about accuracy, then it doesn't matter like just the tip of your boot ke your at the end of your jari went past the finishing line first ke. It's about who is there. Faham tak?
I think it's different though.
Yeah, it's different, bro. Like
It's different.
We're talking about accuracy, yo. Because we want
No,
it to
because
be precise.
the nature of
Transparency,
the nature of the sport is different.
this is like offside, or like
Because my tip of my boot could be offside, but doesn't mean I will score. Like
Yeah.
when you come to sprinting, it's literally between win or lose. So of course, you will definitely look and make it as accurate as possible. So this is like
goal, like
yeah, even okay, let's say I score, tip of my boot is offside, I score, doesn't mean I win the game. Like it's all part of what I'm saying is the offside rule itself just says you cannot be ahead of the defender because it gives you an advantage ahead of the defender, right? If I run, right,
you can't churi ayam, like you have to beat the offside trap.
you have to beat the defender, basically, is what they're saying.
When the ball comes into you, you have to be in line with the last defender.
Yes, you can't have a head start and be like,
When your friend is passing you the ball, so you have
Yeah.
to be in line
yeah, just to make
or
it fair.
behind. Yeah.
So the tip of my boot does not give me that much of an advantage ahead of the fucking defender. He's right next to me. Just the tip of my boot. It could be just because the way he runs is different than the way I run. That's all. Like,
No, the margin is so small. It seems unfair.
yeah, because the defender could have still caught up to me if it's just the tip of my fucking boot. Yeah, like that goal for Southampton's goal. Actually, it was Fred's fault that he scored. It wasn't because he was ahead ke apa and because he was offside that he scored. No, he shot once. Fred blocked it. Fred went on the floor like a fucking dwarf and tried to swipe the ball. Tak sampai, and then Scott De Gea was like, "You puta madre."
Yeah, he went off, yo.
He went
Yeah,
off on the guy.
When the moment the ball went in.
Yeah. Yeah, I just feel like he's taking a lot of fun out of the shit, like, you know. I don't mind goal line technology, that's good, because sometimes the margins, that's different. That's goal, whether it's goal or not, so it's different. This is I feel like he's taking a lot of fun out of it. But yeah, anyways, we won 9-0, so fuck it. It was a fun game to watch for me.
They should have donated these goals to the Sheffield game.
Exactly. 3-4 that side.
Game 9-4, only get 3 points. Yeah.
Exactly, dude. But I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping for 10.
I was hoping for it. Yeah, I think if they given us another 2 minutes, there would have been a 10.
We would have scored another one.
That would have been a new Premier League record.
And I guess in other news, Liverpool lost last night.
I couldn't believe it when I woke up today morning.
I watched the match, dude. I watched the match. And like I was telling Sashi before, the mic turned on middle when you were in the toilet. I fucking captain Salah because I thought Brighton je good, like it'll be fine. Like, and then in the end, Liverpool actually bossed most of the match, but Salah missed a lot of chances.
No, I think like players like Firmino, right? He had a bad game, bro.
Yeah, did not show up, lah.
Yeah, like for his standard, right? He usually plays really well. Plus all his injuries, bro, like Jota and all that. Like Jota was like the man for Liverpool at the start of the season.
Yeah,
injured. There are 3 main centre back injured.
Yeah, Matip also got injured already now.
Plus Klopp is quite adamant with his 4-3-3 lah. I feel. Yeah. So.
But I will say this. I will say that Henderson is doing a good job though as a centre back. I feel.
Yeah, but I've been talking to Liverpool fans. They don't feel like safe because if you think right, realistically, right. I want City to lose at least a couple of more games, so it opens up for our chance.
Yeah.
So I think like okay, only Liverpool
can beat them.
But damn, I don't know, man. City is on another level now.
They have 2 games in hand still.
One game in hand. Yeah.
1 game in hand. Okay.
They won
yesterday. Oh yeah, they played yesterday.
So they're 3 points ahead with 1 game in hand.
So that's 6 points.
Yeah. So if Liverpool can
because I don't think we can beat them.
Because I don't think we can beat them, and I don't think Liverpool with Henderson at the back can beat City, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's too. Their front line.
Most of these teams against Liverpool are going to sit back, and then so Henderson can play the ball up.
Correct.
With City, right?
They're not going to sit back.
Also, I don't think Liverpool are going to sit back.
Correct.
So Liverpool is going to be open as fuck.
Open now. It's going to be vulnerable.
So when City attacks, Liverpool don't have Van Dijk at the back.
Yeah.
To header the ball, to tahan pressure, to tackle, to be strong. They have Henderson. He's a midfielder.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's going to be an interesting game, bro.
And when I watched Liverpool play Tottenham, even when they had just Matip back, it was enough. Matip was cleaning up everything, very solid.
Yeah, they need this one, at least one. They already bought lah. They probably buy this new centre backs they bought.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna need some natural centre backs, bro.
I was talking to Milo and I was telling him, Sashi, do you remember that one season when we had the same problem and we had Carrick and Fletcher as our centre backs?
Yeah,
it's the same thing. It's like, that shit was terrible, dude. You were just letting in goals.
It's the same thing, but teams nowadays, they're like intense.
Correct.
They're like intense and like, come on lah. City is they're going full on, bro.
Yeah, it's scary, dude. Like players like Gundogan,
and they're keeping clean sheets, bro.
Yeah,
you can't score. It's not like they're trying to outscore you. It's like you can't score and we'll score 1-2 goals and just win the game.
Ruben Diaz, dude. Ruben Diaz is a wall.
Yeah, so if Liverpool can get a draw or win, right, that'd be powerful actually.
We also playing City soon. I think in the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, if we beat City, then you can win the title. Yeah, so I'm expecting a super fiery game,
Yeah.
Because I don't know how else to motivate you. You want to win title, you beat this.
You gotta beat City, and I think that previous Manchester derbies were not as fiery because we were not
because City also wasn't on the form, and we also don't want to concede. So both teams, okay, we play a draw.
Yeah, I remember the last derby was fucking boring as
Yeah,
fuck,
it was
boss.
boring as fuck. And then everybody was criticizing why they're hugging each other. And I was
Yeah,
like, come on
yeah.
lah. Nowadays,
They
someone
knew.
social media though. Everybody friends with each other.
Yeah, actually, I don't mind that.
Yeah, look at the England setup now. Everybody's friends. That's why they can play.
Yeah,
Last time, right, the club rivalry was so huge.
that they cannot play with each other.
They cannot play.
Fucking Frank Lampard and Steven Gerrard are not going to play
Yeah.
well together. They hate each other, dude.
Yeah, for them, club is everything.
Yeah, I've heard so many stories about like
Even they admitted, bro.
yeah
Rio
I heard,
Ferdinand all admitted.
Ah,
that club
Ferdinand, I was gonna
rivalries-
say,
club rivalries
Ferdinand-
come in between. them
Ferdinand was
and
saying
England.
like him and like Carragher or what was it Carragher?
Yeah,
Carragher, well, they cannot play together, bro. Because it's like fuck you, dude. Like
but you take this team and you put in FIFA, right? This England, this old. This
You will
older
win, dude.
generation, you're OP
But
as
be
fuck.
FIFA.
Yeah, it's
That-
OP as fuck, yeah.
bro, that team is crazy.
On paper, dream team.
that Rooney and all that.
Rooney,
that
Beckham, Lampard, Gerrard,
John Terry.
John Terry, Michael Owen,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
these guys, all the star, Paul Scholes,
Exactly.
all these star players are there.
But tak boleh main.
John Terry, Rio Ferdinand, all these guys, but
Yeah.
cannot play.
Cannot play. But now it's a little bit more. It's a bit more friendly, and I don't mind that, dude. Like on the pitch, you can play as much as you play, but off the pitch, then just
England tried to bring Sir Alex Ferguson twice.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, Ferguson
I didn't
said,
know
cannot,
He
I won't do it.
said, "How am I gonna manage all these fuckers? Half these fuckers are Liverpool
Yeah.
players, and they hate me."
He said he cannot. Plus, I think the first Scottish fella, he like,
yeah. He's not gonna do that.
he's not gonna do that.
Okay, cool. Tonight I
Ferguson.
think Chelsea's playing Tottenham tonight.
Okay, I also want to say that England should hire Arsene Wenger instead of Gareth Southgate. That's it. Bye.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Why
That
not?
would be a good. Yeah. That would be good, I think.
Fuck, yo.
Boleh je.
Professor.
Gareth Southgate, okay but like
Why you ain't Arsene Wenger, bruh?
I cannot. Yeah, you know Arsene Wenger. Like, yeah, okay. So we'll see what happens in the next few weeks.
Game is at 4-1 today. Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chelsea's playing Tottenham today at 4. I think that would be quite interesting. I mean, London derby, but Chelsea is in transition,
Yeah.
new manager.
I want to see whether Mourinho or Tuchel wins.
Tuchel.
Tottenham is in disarray, I think. It seems like the players hate each other. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like
Yo, but this guy, bro, Ndombele,
Ndombele.
fucking baller, bro.
Yeah. Ndombele, yes.
He
100%.
fucking baller, bro.
Yeah. But not been performing very well. It looks like the team is a little bit not together.
Plus, Kane is also injured.
When I watched them play against Liverpool, like it seemed like they were yelling at each other quite a little bit. It seems like they're not really happy with each other. I don't know what the fuck's going on now, but we'll see lah. So that's pretty much it for football, and that's pretty much it for this
week.
Great to have Sashi back. And
Yes,
great to finally see
sir.
Sashi's. Great to see Sashi's room finally.
Finally.
Pretty dope. That's pretty dope.
This is
I like
where
the-
I sleep.
I like the little design on the back on the headboard. That's pretty dope.
Okay.
All right, Gas Station Podcast, episode 9. Once again, I'm your host Kayczar. I'm joined today by Nobu, aka Amirul. Nobu is a
Sir.
streamer. You can check him out on Twitch. He's playing season 8 of Apex right now, trying to climb up the ranks.
Yes, sir.
You can watch him get mad at himself and at other people on a daily.
Maybe.
Yeah. So also joining us back again today is Kafka Purp, aka Sashi. Sashi does art on his Instagram. You can follow him at Kafka Purp on Instagram. He does music videos as well. Sashi, by the way, sad way they postponed the RTB Fest March 6th.
Yeah.
so
Okay
it's
lah.
sad.
Okay, more time to prepare.
That's true as well. That's true. As well.
Yeah.
I noticed you guys dropped that music video, which by the way, you guys can check out new Kayczar Records music video. Mutta Pasangge just dropped last week, I think. Last
Pasangge.
Friday.
Yeah.
Did you guys plan to drop that purposely because before RTB Fest?
We want actually tomorrow is supposed to release the last music video from the mixtape. So the idea was to release everything before the RTB Fest, 31st
Right.
January. Then we rescheduled everything because we have like a documentary coming out, like how
Dope.
we formed this whole album and all this shit.
Dope.
So we postponed that. The last music video, which is called Pacha, will be releasing next week, Friday.
Dope. Y'all look out for that. It's a dope song.
Yeah.
Probably my
Yeah.
favorite song, second favorite song on the project.
So yeah, that's my favorite song. So yeah.
Yeah. My name is Kayczar. You can follow me on Instagram at KYCZR. Check me out on Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, wherever the fuck you get music, Apple Music, wherever the fuck. And that's it. Gas Station Podcast, episode 9. We signing the fuck out. Peace. I'll have my beard back next week.